would say that to Nigeria. My Nigerian brothers and sisters, you guys love hot shit. You love hot shit. Oh, welcome to Nigeria.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Listeners Corner. Well, I want to ask you a few questions. Well, let's start with introduce yourself to the people.
Umar Ibrahim.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from the United States.
Okay, so I take it this is your first time in Nigeria, yeah?
hmm First time in Africa, period.
Okay, so let's say how was your trip in general? Your trip from from your country down to Nigeria. How was it?
Long, long, 21 hours. Long. Two layovers.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So a lot of running through the airport.
Okay, so in 3 words, how would you describe Nigeria?
Okay. Perseverance, hustle, pride. Perseverance and hustle. People have pride. I see hustle is real out here. People hustling. That other day, and I seen that man hustling on the corner, window wipers at the light. I said, like, wow, like I mean, the hustle is real. I see the hustle is real.
I mean, you were not expecting to see that. I mean, were you not expecting to see that part about Nigeria?
Nah, you go to other countries and things of that nature. You see, people hustling things, but not that magnitude. I haven't like I was like, wow, window wipers at the light. That's smart.
Mm,
Like, at least if it rains, it's
okay.
smart. Wipers. But yeah, it was. I was like, wow, wow.
So, well, how has been your stay so far in Nigeria? How many days has it been?
I'll be here for 8, but it's been 6 so far.
So, how would you say it has been for you?
It's been a experience, Been, I would say humbling
Mm,
because it's tough everywhere around the world. It's tough. It's tough where I'm from as well, believe it or not. Poverty. It's humbling to see when I say pride, also it's like regardless of the situation, people still have pride in their country. Pride. But they don't have enough pride that they'll hustle what they need to hustle.
okay, well, back in the States, don't get to make it back home, to Africa. I mean, we see a lot of, the white people and the rest of it, but it is so rare to see a black brother, from over the states here in Africa. Well, Nigeria to be
Mhm.
specific.
I gave you two. I can give you 3 reasons that I know of. I can't speak for all the brothers and sisters from the
Hmm.
United States. I can't speak for them all, but I can speak for mass few. Uh, for one, it's like some of our brothers and sisters may feel like they're not wanted, and two, is that they put you through so much to come back to your own. Like you may see our brothers and sisters on the island, like different stuff like that, right? Come back to the motherland. I would just give you what it cost me just on the plane. It cost me $2,500 to fly. Mind you, that's with 2 layovers, 21 hours.
Hmm.
Come back to the motherland, to my roots. It cost me that. That's not even talking about everything else. Room and board, leisure, transportation around. That's not even calculating all of that for 8 day stay. Okay? Because this is one thing we can go to that. We can go to islands. That could be a weekend thing. But the one thing you do know, it's like we we're not gonna waste. Another thing, you don't want to waste your time coming to the motherland, coming back home. It's not a weekend getaway. Spending hours on a plane. It's not a weekend getaway. So for that, you're going to spend more money. You know,
By the time you'll be
for the
there,
time.
you'll be there for.
You know, and a lot of our brothers and sisters, believe it or not, some don't have the money. It's poverty in the United States amongst our brothers and sisters. There's poverty levels all around the country. So all of us, everyone don't have the money to do that. You know. So yeah, those are the reasons that I can seriously give.
Okay, so well, did you try the famous jollof rice and how was your experience? What's that look on your face?
Well, thinking about it now, I want some water. One thing I'm gonna say about you, Nigeria, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, you guys love hot shit. You love hot shit. Oh my gosh. Which one are you talking about? The chicken? I had the chicken. The chicken that was chicken fried rice. And then I had the first night, and I had that was the jollof. Yeah, that was
Jollof
the
rice,
jollof.
yeah, jollof
Oh
rice.
my god! But see, like I said, it was a 21-hour flight. The airplane food sucks. So when I touched down, the first place, brother, we stopped, and so I got back. I was so hungry, I just ate. I tasted the spice when it hit the back of my throat every bite. But I was so hungry. I was so hungry that I didn't care. And I was like, I belched.
I
And
mean,
I
that's
felt it.
that's that's nothing even for us, but I mean, I can
I
understand
don't like
because
spice stuff,
yeah.
spicy. I don't do spicy.
So
So
you're saying too spicy.
it may not have been too spicy for you, but for me, I was like, So
So you didn't get to enjoy it. I would think you didn't. You did.
yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I don't like my food spicy because I like to eat, to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys don't enjoy your food if it's not spicy. You
Okay.
got you guys like
There's so many craziness in Nigeria, so that the hotness. I mean, all of that is
I can
nothing
see
for us.
part why yeah.
So well, okay. Well, for you, what was the most shocking thing you saw during all of these few days you've been here? What would you say the most shocking to you? What did you see that you're like shocked? Like what shocked you? Like what was the most shocking thing you saw?
What really shocked me because what really shocked me was seeing the Muslima prostitutes.
Mm.
Now, either they're not real, they're not really Muslim, or not. That still was shocking because we don't see that, and very large Islamic population. Some states larger populations than other. I can tell you right now, like some of the states that have very large populations. Islam is big across the United States.
Okay, that's a new
Let's
one.
just get that. Let's
That's
just
okay.
get
That's
that
a
straight.
new one because around here, around me growing up for one, for myself, I can say I never thought like they were actually Muslims,
Let's get it straight.
that
Yeah,
much, Not until this age now I'm getting to find out like like there's
yeah.
a lot of them out there. So
Very, very. I will just give you. You have Michigan. Michigan has. I can't remember the city in Michigan, but throughout Michigan, there's a large Islamic
because
community.
normally for us, when we think like when we think Black Americans, we would think like
Because I got
gangs. We think
nah.
you would think like violence,
Mhm.
of life. That's
Mhm.
what we think.
Mhm.
We actually, I never knew, like I never knew, like there was so much, so much, so large, of a
Yeah,
Muslim community
yeah.
outside, there in the
Right. We
United
have
States.
mosques all over.
Okay, okay, that's
Yeah,
that's good to know.
yeah.
Well, okay.
Islamic schools. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, what would be like a message to your fellow brothers and sisters, back in the state? What would be like a message if you had one? What would that message be to them?
To my brothers and sisters back in the United States, you can make it back. Make it. No matter what country you choose, make it. Because it's a humbling experience. I I had like coming in on a plane that night, July the 11th, coming in on that Friday. And we had to circle around the airport, and I'm looking back to the city. I had a feeling. It was emotional. You feel a connection, somewhat of a connection when you lock eyes with your African brothers and sisters and they look at you. I got a lot of that. A lot of this like, and then I got a lot of welcome, brother. You know, when you lock eyes with them and they look at you, it's like, yeah, I can't even explain what you can feel. Like I can't explain it, but
It's a good feeling.
it's a good feeling because you have a brother or sister on the opposite side of you looking at you, maybe in their mind like, okay, but wow,
Well, that's strange for them to see.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
wouldn't,
yeah.
you wouldn't, you wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
yeah,
their
yeah,
stare because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
strange for
Right,
them to
right,
see.
right, right. So you have to have an open mind. You can't, don't come back to the motherland because you have to understand. Like speaking to our brothers and sisters, understand that many of our brothers and sisters here, many may have never left their country. So that's for one, and we have to understand that many of our brothers and sisters, they haven't even so if you from Nigeria, you never even seen, you may have never traveled to Ghana, you may have
Mm-hmm.
never traveled to Kenya or
Mm-hmm.
South Africa. So then, not only that, so to then see a brother or sister from the United States, you know, that so don't if they staring and looking, it's not because they don't want you here, it's because it's like wow, welcome, don't take it wrong.
Okay, so what did you find interesting about Nigerians, like the citizens of Nigeria? What did you find interesting about them? What's the laugh for?
The citizens of Nigeria, what I mean, just what I noticed. You know what I'm locked in on? I'm locked in on just to be honest, like I'm locked in on what touches me deeply, really, really. Watching the poverty, seeing the poverty level, but actually seeing the city, the people still every day hustling, bustling, doing what they gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the circumstances, it's like I still have to provide, still have to survive. That that is that is that is something, and it's humbling. And it's very, even for me, I'm a humble person, so even with me, it's like I can take back with me. Like it's not like I didn't know it. It's like I could take back with me, like man, laugh at the things that you do. Laugh a little more at the things that you are and some of the hardship you may come across. Because when I'm looking at it, I'm saying like things got like the government could do better. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get into the politics thing,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but the government can do a lot better, a lot better. So, but to see the people, and I can imagine if the people had a government that really, really stood up for them, I can imagine what these people would do because the things when I see somebody selling window wipers at the stoplight, steering wheel covers at the stoplight, little kids running up trying to sell what's the juice, what's the juice, what's that?
Kuno.
Kunu at 9 p.m. at night. That touched me. When I seen that, I'm like, kids and they happy. It's 9 p.m. at night. I'm like, what are you doing outside? But they're like, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, what are you doing outside? But this is what I'm saying. The hustle and the brothers and sisters here in Nigeria is probably freaking unmatched, man. I mean, I can't even. Yeah.
So, well, at any point, from all your time here, at any point, did you feel unsafe? Did you feel unsafe? Did you ever feel unsafe?
In the cab.
In the cab.
In the cab.
Okay.
In the cab. I'm gonna
Why?
tell you something. These guys, they're kamikazes behind the wheel. They just drive. I've seen some of the wildest stuff. I seen 2 times, 2 different Uber drivers. He drove through the red light, and he looked at me in the review like, and I looked at him, and he kept going.
Well, you see,
And this,
nobody has chill in Nigeria. If it's
there's
one thing,
no
there's no chill
chill.
in Nigeria.
People drive the brothers and sisters in Nigeria. Brothers, I don't can't say the sisters, the brothers. They riding down the street in Nigeria. They just bumping the horn for no reason. I think they just bump the horn just so he won't come out. They just bump beep, 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 beep. It's like bumping cars. You see, I told you the cab's here. The car's here. Let me get in the camera. Car's here. This guy, the cab's here. This guy said, shh. I said, what the? Why did he do that? Why don't you just stay here and go? He had to go here. They go back over here. I'm like, oh my God, this guy. And he almost hit 4 cars doing that. And I'm like, this is amazing. These, then the little cabbies, the 3 wheels, the 3 wheels. What is that? The trike.
Oh, the keke napep.
The keke.
Mm.
What is it? Keke.
Keke napep.
Keke nape.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those things are dangerous. I, Yeah, those things are dangerous. Yeah, that's when I felt unsafe.
So, okay. Apart from the cab, in the
Yeah,
cab, did
yeah.
walking on the street, did around, where you were staying, did you feel unsafe at any point, on the streets or
Now I
whatsoever?
didn't feel unsafe, but I know it's not safe.
Well, I mean,
Now I didn't feel
nah,
unsafe.
you're safe as long as so okay. So, but from all your time here,
Mhm.
what was it? What would you say was the toughest for you? I mean, what did you find tough? For you, like
Just in the time, but I already knew that in my mind because you guys are 5 hours ahead of our time.
hmm
So I already knew that the time would be the challenge. So time was that is the most challenging. I mean, I'm here to just look up the culture vibes.
how about the
So,
food? You say the time. How about
oh
food?
yeah, yeah. The food was because I'm already I wouldn't say a picky. I'm not. I'm just more conscious. I don't venture out. I'm not a food. The word I'm looking
You
for.
don't like to explore different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never do that.
hmm
So that was a now. So now I come. So now I'm in the box because you guys love spicy spicy. So now I'm like, okay, I haven't ever tried goat or lamb. So okay, in the spicy. So okay, that's a lot. That's a big chunk. So now I have to really watch, So that I would say that was the challenge out of all.
So,
Yeah,
all of the food you've tried in Nigeria,
I
which
have to try. Yeah,
okay.
I still haven't tried the pounded yet. I still haven't tried that. Try that.
No, like of all the food, did anyone was there anyone that was okay for you that you could swallow? Any of the Nigerian food you had?
Yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, besides the spices, yeah, I could swallow. It was fine. I could eat it.
Mm.
It wasn't like I said. Only barrier was the spice.
Okay, but how do you look at Nigeria? Do you see like like this? Does it look promising to you? Like is it promising?
Yeah, looking around at places and certain sections is a lot promising. Even just around it,
Hmm.
it's very promising. You see a lot of potential. So much.
Yeah, that's the
It
word.
just
But
yeah, it's
potential
so
was.
much potential. The one thing I would say is that it just needs to be some order
Hmm.
to things. Like far as what I see looking, yeah, it just needs some structure. But I see potential where there's so much buildings, so much land. It's so much potential here. There's so much potential as far as what's creating an infrastructure for transportation. Um, yeah, meeting those needs, transportation from city, like creating a local bus line, creating the widening the railroad system. Um, I mean, there's so much potential. It's so much potential. So much potential.
But so far so good. Yeah, enjoying your stay here, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I mean, weather is not. I mean, I guess because I'm coming, just almost like rain season.
Hmm.
So I guess I picked a good time to come.
that's that's all of the questions I like to have. I'd like to ask you. Well, well for me, I would just say, this is. I just want to put this out there, for for people that that have been looking, looking to come to Africa, or any place at any place at all in Africa. I mean, it might on the internet, just the way we see so much stuff, on the internet that that is not real. It might just be the same for you guys. Wouldn't you agree with me?
Yeah, you have to come on your own. And I would say we have the internet today, and the best thing that we all can do is interact with our
But because I know, I mean, so many times, you only hear so much
brothers.
negative things about, for instance, my country, Nigeria.
Mhm.
You only hear, most of the things you hear is negative, the
Yeah,
negative
right,
you
right.
see. Anybody that, you see a Nigerian and the first thing they be thinking is, oh, just all negative things,
Mhm.
scam and
Sure,
whatever.
right.
I mean, we are so there's so many of us here in Nigeria to say everybody is the same. But I mean, even we are not like all the way up there. I mean, the United States is still like number one on the list, but because of the way the way it is. So when you say you're from Nigeria, automatically people just just look at you like scammer. But I mean, so certain things we see might not be the way it is. I mean, and even if we see them, everybody's not like that. Everybody's not like that, so you can't judge. You can't judge everybody just by one person. Oh well, that brings us to the end of this, should I call it an interview? Well, thank you
Yeah,
for for joining us, and well, have a safe trip back to the States.
yeah. That'll be 26 hours going back.
You're going to be fine. If you made it here in one
Yeah, yeah,
piece, you
yeah,
make
yeah,
it there
yeah,
with one piece.
yeah.
Well, that should not scare any of you. That should
Nah,
not scare any of you.
nah.
It's all part of the experience, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
getting
part of the
sweet.
experience. You
Getting sweet.